Welcome back, friends. Today we're here with my CZ457. This is the Varmint model. This is the one that comes with the beautiful Turkish walnut stock, and I mean it is beautiful. It has a 20.5-inch heavy barrel, and it is free floating. This thing has all the heft and feel of a big boy gun. It weighs a little over 7 pounds, so you know you have something when you lift this gun up. The way we've got it outfitted here is with my Nikon 6x24x50. This is the X1000. Scope works pretty good on here. We've got the Burris XTR signature rings, which are double throwdown rings, and we have a DIP 25 MOA scope base on here. Now you're going to need to buy a scope base regardless of who you decide to buy one from, but make sure you get at least 25 minutes of angle built in, because if you're going to want to shoot any distance at all, you're going to want to have some minutes built in. Length of pull on this gun, just perfect for me. If you follow my channel at all, you know I have a Tikka T1X as well, and that's the direct competitor to this gun in this class, which is the 22 bolt actions that are in the $500 to $550 range. This one also has, just like the Tikka, has a short lift and a short throw. We got a 60-degree bolt lift here, and it was a little stiff when I got it, but now that we got close to 1,000 rounds through it, it's really nice. No malfunctions whatsoever, regardless of the type of ammo that I've run in it. And I have tried 15, 16, 17 different types of ammo, just like on the Tikka, to find what shoots well in this gun. You have a 3-way adjustable trigger, which is awesome. It comes in out of the box around 3 pounds, and that's pretty heavy for me, but they always send them heavy just for liability reasons. I got mine adjusted down to just a hair less than 2. Couldn't go any farther than that, although I've read guys on the forum gotten it down no problem a little farther than that. So I ended up putting a Yo Dave spring, trigger spring in here, like 10, 11 bucks, and I shoot it right at a little over a pound. So that's why I like my 22s. There's not a whole lot of bad things to say about this gun. It's got a lot of good things. Like I mentioned, the length of pull and the trigger. I didn't have to put any sort of aftermarket cheek riser on this. The cheek weld on this thing was great. I'm running 1-inch 125 height rings, so I'm able to see just perfectly, just the way it is out of the box. No modifications for length of pull. A couple things that did concern me though, they shipped it with this kind of cheesy 5-round mag. It's very lightweight, plastic. It feels very fragile. 5 rounds, pretty much worthless. You need a 10-rounder, and you're gonna have to buy 2 of them, and yeah, they're right around 40 bucks, $39.95, something like that, and I had a little trouble finding this one. Speaking of the mags, one of the few things that I didn't like about this gun is the mag well. It's very thin, it's very small, very tight. It has an adequate but kind of a small mag release. Not a big deal. I was able to get to it with the glove, but even after hundreds of mag changes, I still have to kind of fumble around and get it. It is not beveled at all, so you got to hit it right on the money. Now you're not going to be doing any high-speed mag, tactical mag changes, so it really doesn't matter, but that's just something that I wanted to point out. All metal components on this thing, trigger guard, everything on the bolt, like I said, just like a big boy rifle. And I think you'll notice that as soon as you pick it up. It's a beautiful piece, as you could expect from CZ. If you're a 455 guy, if you've been shooting CZ 455s and you've been waiting for this, I'm not sure there's any advantage from your old gun to the new one, because those things do shoot lights out, but your magazines will work. Now, how does it shoot? Well, I put about 16, 17 different types of ammo through my 22s, trying to find something that works well in it, and what I ended up getting down to, SK Rifle Match Lapua Center X, as you would expect. People want to say, well, what about the Elite 10X? Yeah, it shoots good. Not any better than this though, and this stuff is pretty expensive. And to tell you the truth, these two kind of swap places depending on if I was 50 yards or I was at 100 yards. This gun, with my old eyes and crackhead shakiness and everything, I'm shooting at 50 yards groups about 2.1 inches, and at 100, 1 inch to 1.1 inches. And that's with both of these ammos. People might say, well, what about CCI standard velocity? Yeah, it works pretty good, but it does tend to have a flyer here and there, which I didn't find that so much with these. Elite 10X. Yes, Elite 10X does shoot good, but it's very expensive. more expensive than this. And if you're just stuck on Ely, this shoots, you know, just about as good as the 10X, the Ely Target. Now, anyone that's interested in shooting a longer distance, 200-300 yards, here's a pro tip for you. Found this out by accident. This is one of the ammos that was in the ammo box that we were testing initially. Aguila Super Extra won't shoot crap at 50 or 100 yards, but I decided to use it up one day while I was out at the range with this gun. 200 yards. You know, it took me about 4 shots to get some dope at 200 yards, and then went out to 300 with about 4 more shots. So if you're interested in shooting longer distances with this gun, go out and buy some of this super expensive Aguila Super Extra at $2.49 a box. I like shooting long distance, so I bought a brick of this stuff, and I'm telling you, you'll have a lot of fun shooting at distance with this gun. One other thing about this gun, if you decide you want to change barrels on one of these 457s, you can put a 17 HMR or 22 WMR on here if you want. That's an added feature as well. But other than that, right out of the box, this is a badass little gun. I think you'll enjoy every minute that you have with it. So, if you got any comments or questions, don't forget to leave them below. I'll be glad to hear anything you have to say about this gun. Maybe you have one, you've been able to get it to shoot really good with a certain kind of ammo or something. I'd love to hear it. And until next time, you guys keep muzzle pointed down the range, and we'll see you down the road. Adios.